We are still in a down market, but new projects are starting to gain traction.
We're going to cover which of these projects are gaining steam and which could be an outright scam to be aware of, all in today's episode of Goats and the Metaverse. Welcome, friends, to Goats and the Metaverse. We're going to cover projects under 1 ETH that may make you plenty of ETH. What do we got, Stanley?
Let's get right into it. The hottest project around in the last 24 hours is called Moonrunners. This was a free mint. Current floor price is 0.71, which is a big jump in 24, 48 hours. No roadmap, no Discord, CC0, instant reveals, 7.5 royalties, and 500 of them being held back for the owners themselves. What is utility roadmap? We got sick of seeing BS roadmaps presented and hope to gain trust. Instead, we aim to underpromise and overdeliver. Follow the story on Twitter, blah, 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 blah. First of all, these things look like moonbirds. Second of all, I think they're taking the Goblins playbook and running with it. I have no idea if these guys are associated with moonbirds. I would certainly hope not. I am so unimpressed with this because they're literally stealing somebody else's playbook. What do you say, Yase?
Well, first question I have is, why are you holding a golf club? And what are you doing with it in the show? Tell us more. What is happening?
I don't know. I felt like I needed props in the show to make myself more interesting. I'm a diehard golf fan. I decided to bring my friend, the pitching wedge, onto the show with
me. Love it. All right. Well, welcome, pitching wedge. What do I think of Moonrunners? Well, we're starting to see one playbook plays out. Everyone tries to copy it and find the next thing. So we saw it with Goblin Town, CC0, no roadmap, people making funny noises on Twitter Spaces, and it exploded. And now people are trying to replicate that type of formula and, play that playbook. But if it's was done once, doesn't mean it's going to repeat itself. In fact, it probably means that it's less likely to repeat itself. But we have seen some big activity. We have seen 5,000 ETH in trading volume in a few days for Moonbirds. That's no small amount to accumulate.
Moonrunners.
For Moonrunners. That is no small amount. So something could be happening in that. Or it could just be the same people that are kind of pumping projects up before they can dump it on you and get away with your ETH. It is a CC0 project. The team is not docs. They just say we are a team of 6 from across the globe with artists, developers, law writers, and advisors, all native to NFTs with project experience. That does not tell you much, if anything at all. So no roadmap, no promises. Pretty much no information and art that has been copied. For me, this is a definite pass. Like you've seen in the Goblin Town world, these things can blow up, but I'm not buying.
Right, and look, here's the thing. I mean, I think the good news is there's projects that are moving. I think that is good news, and I think there's some traction happening. But yes, we want to see something that's creative, that's new, that's innovative. I think I talked about on the show that I believe this is kind of going to be the new it. Free mints and a lot of pumping. And look, Goblin Town, as much as I'm not a fan, they did dox themselves. They did come out and are kind of taking it as a serious project. So yes, something positive could potentially come out of this project. But unless we don't know something, right? Unless this is like Kevin Rose in the background, and I really hope this is not Kevin Rose, because if that is the case, I'm gonna lose a notch down on him. But yeah, I don't get it. Like, why are we doing Moonrunners? Why are we looking? The art looks exactly the same. What's the logic there? I don't get it. If you want to do a free mint, you want to do something creative, let's start, let's do cool art, right? Let's do something that's going to stand out. That's going to be different. So I am not a fan. It has passed for me as well. Going back to our next project, LonelyPop. So LonelyPop was supposed to be one of these big NFT projects. Cool art, has a little bit of a bokeh feel to it, has a little bit of a doodles feel to it. This was supposed to be one of these big projects coming out. Hundreds of thousands of people in Discord, hundreds of thousands of people on Twitter. They did a Dutch auction at, well, I believe it was 1.5 Ethereum, and it was supposed to
Started
go
at
down.
3.
It started at 3. Boom. Started at 3, and nobody bought this thing. It went all the way. It started going all the way down. I believe they actually canceled the first mint, and then they came back at 0.075 Ethereum. Current floor price is 0.108. They did about $2,600 in ETH volume. This tells me
2,600 in ETH.
$1,600 in volume, 2,600 ETH in volume. This tells me the market is still very soft, but things are starting to move a little bit.
Things are starting to move a little bit. The importance of pricing correctly in this market is what we're seeing with LonelyPop. It's a founding project by Noina and OX Studio. OX Studio has done a couple of drops that have been successful in the bull market, so they're not a stranger to the game. It was created with the intention of emphasizing the importance of mental health and specifically the challenges of loneliness. Art-centered, community-focused, and value-driven collectible NFT project. Combination of traits like we've seen before. And again, there isn't a roadmap per se, as we're starting to see, but people saying that there's a rock-solid business organization, firm legal structure, and robust synergistic team with extensive experience to grow this out. And 3 ETH, well, that's just too expensive for this type of market. $3,000 to start a Dutch auction on. It's no surprise that they had to cancel the mint and come back at a 0.075. We did see that originally with Cool Cats. Cool Cats tried to sell out at a price, if you remember, way back when, and couldn't sell out, and then managed to drop their price, sold out, and became a blue chip project for a short period of time. Now struggling to regain that hold. But if you were at NFT NYC, Cooltopia was a talk of the town and a well-executed event. So there may be some hope for the Cool Cats. Let's see what happens with LonelyPop. Definitely more interesting than Moonrunners, which has no real originality to it. But the market is not responding that way. They're pushing up the Moonrunners and not necessarily the LonelyPops.
Right. But and keep in mind, I think you're going to have opportunities right now to buy, right? We don't remember seeing 0.1 on projects for a really long time. So if you're doing your own research, and please do your own research, none of this is financial advice, and you do believe in a project and you do say this project might potentially have some legs, and the only reason it is cheap right now is because it is a down market, getting in a 0.1 is you're talking about, it's very cheap, right? We're talking about like $100, a little over $100. That's not that much money to some. And I think there might be some plays that are going to come out in the next few weeks, months, and some opportunities on projects that will come out of, the builders are going to come in out of this market, and there will be some success. Obviously, there's going to be a ton of failures. So it's definitely something to keep your eye on. And the last project we're going to talk about today, I'm not sure if this is a success. I'm not sure if this is even a scam. MrFox.Cool minted today at 0.01, which is very cheap. It says that it's from Andreas Gal, who's the former co-founder of Firefox. Our research is telling us this could potentially be 100% a rug pull. We're not seeing, misspellings on the website, nothing from Andreas Gal that actually says this is his project. And as we peeked at the trading activity, it looks shady.
Well, look, shady is the truth. What we've seen is the majority of wallets that have purchased any today at pretty high prices, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2.5 ETH, is from anonymous wallets that only hold one Mr. Fox. There are a couple of others who hold some other NFTs in there, but the vast majority of buyers are first-time buyers owning just a Mr. Fox NFT, and that is unusual for a project. Most people trade out of a wallet that has multiple NFTs in it. So that is already a little bit fishy. Also, this link that we spoke about to one of the co-founders of Firefox, we looked on Twitter and did not see any mention from them about this project, not even mentioning the mint, no association. They're not listed on the website. It seems to be a very dubious claim for a project to date. So I would just say, even though you're seeing the activity on OpenSea and you're seeing it move up, always do your own research. Verify, verify, verify. Do not trust, but verify.
And even if this project is not a rug pull, not a scam, and 100% legit, and Andreas Gal is involved in it, the fact that he hasn't tweeted about it is not a good sign. This is, if the founder doesn't believe in his own project, not a good sign at all. So make sure you always do your own research. Question for the audience: if you're currently buying, minting new projects, please comment below. If you've bought any of these projects, please let us know in the comments. And last but not least, if you like Mr. Pitching Wedge, and if I should start bringing on more props onto the show, please comment below and let us know. As always, our goal is simple. We just want to provide value, have some fun. None of this is financial advice. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, share it with your friends, and we hope you enjoyed the show. And we'll see you back here mañana. Later, y'all.